I am back from the Dynamic Discs Open, and it was insane. It was so good. I had an absolute blast. I played really well the first day, and then once I got out to those golf courses with that wind and all that OB, kind of tore me up. I wasn't prepared for it. But next year, I will be prepared. I know that I will. But what I want to do today, so I have a video that I'm going to be posting in a day or so of just a whole bunch of clips that I filmed while I was there from different rounds. I caddied with Yuli and just me kind of talking to you guys and just some random things that we did at the event, and it was awesome. And then, but what we're doing today is I'm going to go through the player pack, and guys, look at these bags. So everybody got a bag from their state when they signed up. So I got a North Carolina paratrooper bag. Nobody else can get these things. Like, you're not going to be able to order these. It was strictly for the people at the event. Some of the states were so freaking cool. And they did other countries. Like, there was a South Korea one. There was New Mexico looked super cool. Japan looked cool. Like, so many different awesome ones. Especially flags that were centered, because obviously the North Carolina flag isn't centered, like with its design or whatever, because it has this on the side. But the flags were centered right down the middle. So any flag that had like its icon or logo in the middle looked like really, really, really good and super cool. But I'm stoked about the North Carolina one, man. Look at this thing. It looks super sick. So we got that. That was one of the first things in our player pack. We got 2 different hats. So this Westside DISCS hat that I'm wearing, you guys know that I love Westside DISCS. And then we got a DDO one as well. I'm gonna actually turn this around so that we can see you guys a little bit better. Got a shirt here, which is pretty cool. This Ballista Pro shirt. Got a little DDO bottle opener, which is like really like good quality. Haven't opened that up. It has a little hole in it, so you can put it on your bag or whatever. And then we got a whole bunch of discs too. But I'm not just going to show you guys the discs that I got from the players pack. I'm going to show you all the discs that I got throughout the week, okay? Because there were a lot that I ended up buying, and just other stuff like that. Also, look how freaking tan I am. Like, look, I from the first day I got a tan line here. And then I got another one, and then I didn't wear a hat, and so I'm burned. And so all of this is catching up. I mean, man, I haven't been this tan in forever. I didn't realize how crazy the sun was. How crazy the sun was there as well. So, first off, we got a Warship here, which is a 5601. So this is going to be a pretty straight, glidey mid-range. I'm actually excited to throw it and see how it does. So I'll probably do a video throwing the discs from the DDO player pack that they gave us. So this one was in the player pack. And then the Evader was in the player pack. So it has this cool little, it's got this cool little, let me see. There's no, my thing is, my light is too bright to get anything too close, but it looks good from here. So it just has like 2021 competitor, has a cool little stamp on it. But this is an Evader. They were all about the Evaders this week, man. And this one actually feels really good. Like, it feels a little bit different from the other ones. It feels like it'll be good for a backhand. And then what else did we get? We got this nice little metallic Opto Ballista Pro 14403. I don't throw these too much, but it feels pretty good. Also, guys, you can actually see it pretty bad. That's a blister from throwing sidearm this week, which sucks. Like, during the last 2 rounds, it actually started affecting me to where I didn't want to throw sidearms. And I would throw a backhand when I wanted to throw a sidearm, and so it was kind of frustrating, but I'm building it in. You guys know that I switched to 2 fingers a couple of months ago. I used to just flick with 1, and so my fingers are still getting used to that over time. Oh, and then we got slammers, guys. Look at it. Special edition Prime Slammer. It has a piece of lime on it. It actually smells like lime. It says, the disc that will improve your lime. But they don't make slammers anymore, so this is pretty cool. I feel like comparison is this is kind of like a pig or something that like Ricky throws. And so I'm excited to get out and rip on this thing. I feel like it'll be a really good approach disc. Not like I need another approach disc, but who knows? It's a pretty cool disc, especially since they brought back the slammer. Like that's super dope. So those are the discs that came in the player pack, and I got a special disc that says I won my card. So the first round I shot a 989 rated round. I was bogey free until hole 17 where I took a 5, and it was a pretty easy hole to take a par on. But I was going for it, and I shouldn't have been. I should have looked at the score and been like, yo, I'm doing good. Just freaking get a 3. But I went for it, and I shouldn't have. So it says 2021 Dynamic Disc Open. I won my card. And it's sponsored by Truly Unique Disc Golf. And it's pretty cool. So this is like going to be my little trophy. It's an EMAC Judge. It actually feels super good. I'm not going to putt or play with it. This is my little trophy from the event. I won my card. So that'll probably go back there on the shelf with a couple of my other discs that are obviously out of focus. So that was a pretty cool one. I was super stoked to get that. And then from the team dinner, this is the Dynamic Discs Open Team Trilogy disc. It's a EMAC Truth, and it actually feels pretty good. This is a hybrid plastic. So it's like a mix of Fusion and Lucid, I believe is what it is. And it feels pretty good, but this will probably just be another one that I put on a shelf or whatever. No need to throw this. I have a couple EMAC Truths anyways. Now we're going to go through some of the discs that I bought. Now, I bought this Westside DISCS Underworld. Okay, it's a 7.6 -3.1. Okay, now the diamond, I don't have it up here, is a -3.1 as well. But this was a little more heavyweight. It's 173 G's. And I threw this thing all week. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, what do you mean? Those winds were crazy. Yeah, guys, but I didn't know anything about wind golf. And one thing that I learned, which I wish I'd known before, was that in a tailwind, if you throw understable plastic, it goes dead straight. Like I was ripping my lightweight diamond hard with a tiny bit of hyzer, like probably like this. And it was just pushing. It was so sick. And I didn't know that. Everybody was like, bring overstable, bring overstable, bring overstable. And yeah, that is very, very good for headwinds. Because headwinds make your disc act understable. Tailwinds make your disc act overstable. And so that's why it would stable up these. The tailwind would stable up these, and I could rip this. Like I was throwing this thing like 380, 390, and it's a 7-speed. So I was pretty happy with that. This disc, I bought 2 of them because I played with it the first round, and I was like, I'm buying another one of those right now. So the Westside DISCS Underworld, super, super sick. These, woo! So my man, Eric Oakley, I went and talked to him for a little bit at the dinner, and then went and met up with him at the block party. Look at this crystal clear Felon. Guys, look at this thing. Is that not crazy? I want to get the glare like just off of it, but I want you guys to be able to read that it says Felon. That's crazy, man. So, crystal clear Felon, probably going to lose it. JK, I might dye it because I think that would look super, super sick. And then I also got this crystal clear Felon that has the Eric Oakley stamp on it. Not going to dye this one. Probably won't throw this one. I was just buying these to support him and his fam out there on the road, crushing it. So, yeah, this one I'm probably going to dye to throw. But, man, look at that thing. Like, that is so sick. They're so sick. Crystal clear, man. Ice Felons, super, super dope right there. I bought a sword while I was there, which is a 12.5, so 12 speed, a glide of 5, -0.5 turn, and a 2. So once this beats in, I feel like this will go pretty straight. And Feels pretty good for sidearms. I normally like overstable discs for sidearms, except for when I'm trying to do turnovers and stuff. But I guess this one could go pretty straight. But I feel like I'm gonna start ripping on this backhand and see what we can do with it. I bought this Gatekeeper, which is a 4502, and the reason I bought it was because it has this under stamp on it. Like how cool that is. So Gatekeeper on the top, but they did an under stamp that says that has like a gate and two soldiers. So 4502, which I feel like is kind of close to an EMAC in its form. I think this probably has a little bit more glide than the EMAC. I'm not exactly sure. And then 3 of the most beautiful discs, guys. 3 of the most beautiful discs that I have ever seen from Trilogy. Okay, so check this out. This one was like one of my go-tos this weekend. It's the Rive, but look at the swirls. I'm going to turn this light down just a little bit so that you guys can see the disc a little bit better. Look at that. You guys see that? Like, you don't get that type of plastic from Trilogy. And I was throwing this like a felon, because it's an overstable like distance driver. I didn't throw it backhand too much. It feels kind of like a Raider. I think it's a little more overstable. But I was ripping on this thing sidearm. And they also make them to where there's like no flashing. Like, you know, when you first buy a disc, like I can feel it on here, there's that little bit of plastic that's almost like a mini microbead. And that is what caused this right here. Was from throwing like new felons and all that kind of stuff. But this Rive, they don't have that. And is some way they treat them and make them. Look at this orange one, y'all. I mean, look at the way, like right here, look at the way that the yellow pops right there where the rim is. Ugh. And then this one, this garnet one. Oh. Or this like maroon. Looks like some type of sherbet or sorbet or something. Whoo, man. Like looking real good. I'm going to turn the light back up now. And that's all that I got in here. But we got the sick paratrooper bag. Super stoked about. The Rive is kind of turning into a felon for me in some regards. I can flex it a little bit more. I'm excited for this thing to break in. But I threw this a lot this weekend. Like, because my other felon was just a little bit too overstable. I bought a new like crystal one. And it was just, I don't know. It was, I wasn't feeling it. I grabbed this. I was feeling that. So we got 3 of those. Haven't thrown the Gatekeeper yet. Threw the sword a couple times in practice. The crystal clear felons. I mean, next level. Underworld, one of my new favorite discs. 100%. Can't wait to throw it here, though, and see how it works without the wind. Because I feel like I'll be able to hit some pretty sick lines in the woods here with that. Slammer, definitely dope. I don't know how much I'll throw it. If anything, it feels like it's going to be an upshot disc for me, but I don't really know. Ballista Pro, I know a lot of people really like these. I never, like, there's just too many molds. Like, I don't know, there's too many molds, but it's a good disc. 14 speed might be a little bit too much for my arm, honestly. A Vader, you guys know that I already have one of these in my bag that I dyed, that I really like. And then the Warship, I'm actually going to go out and throw this thing and see what it's about. The grip is a little weird for my tiny fingers because I have little hands. It has a weird little... man, dude, it's crazy how bright this is, but you can see right there the little orange. How can you... Like, that's crazy. This light is... It's pretty bright. There you go. Nope. You can see it down here. Right? There. There's that weird little... orange thing on it, which is pretty cool. But I'll probably rip on this a little bit, see how it goes. 5601, like that sounds like that's going to be a really, really good mid-range. It says it's approved mid-range driver, and it's in like an eco plastic. So I feel like once it beats in, it might feel pretty good. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this plastic right off the jump, but once it breaks in, I feel like it could be pretty sick. But yeah, that's it, guys. Super cool. Had an absolute blast. Be looking out for the video with all the clips and everything from the event. It was super fun. I'll be putting those together and posting that soon. It's going to be kind of like a vlog, but not really. It's just going to be a bunch of stuff that I filmed so you guys can check it out. And then I'll be back to filming and going out in the woods and really working on my game. Like, there are certain aspects of my game that I want to work on. I got a rangefinder from Bushnell, which I'm excited about using and working on and being like, okay, I know how far I can throw this disc, so I'm going to throw this disc. Like, that sort of knowledge is going to help me. It's like, okay, I rip this, I throw it this far. Okay, I rip it, I throw it this far. All right, I tone down, I throw it this far. I think it's going to make a really, really big difference for me. So hope you guys enjoyed that little recap of what I got in the bag from the event. Definitely going to be bagging some of these. Might give some away, might just keep some as trophies. Who really knows? You know, everybody, all of us disc golfers love having too many discs. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Thanks for all the support. See you guys in the next one.